December 2023, Monthly Astrological Prognose. Luck, important outcomes, a time of reevaluation, but also of welcoming the new beginning in our lives. Hello, my friends. Today we're going to look at the month ahead, and all the astrological highlights that color the energy of the period. So, as the last month of the year, December will offer us a time of reevaluation, correction, and closure of some of our affairs. At the same time, we will have the opportunity to prepare for the upcoming year 2024. Luck will accompany us, and we will get results from everything that we have fought for and worked on throughout 2023, and even earlier. The month begins already at the end of November with a full moon in the sign of Gemini, activating ideas, communication, travel, studying and the entire intellectual flow. The full moon in the sign of Gemini is a time for results from all our activities that were short-term and dynamic, or required us to be adaptable, resourceful, quickly and timely adjusting to given situations, circumstances and people. Now we can expect the fruits of previously signed contracts and agreements made, of conversations and negotiations held, as well as of any kind of communication that aimed at a given development. It is very important to say that the full moon itself is colored by two karmic and fateful aspects of Mercury and Venus with the axis of the lunar nodes. It awakens important situations, gives us key insights, ideas and information that can change our lives. Travels, signing of contracts and documents, financial benefits and new job are possible. Now the way we feel is a clear indicator of whether we are following our path. Fateful outcomes are also very likely on the subject of love, friendship and partnership. At the beginning of the month, Mercury changes its sign and enters Capricorn on the 1st of December. Here it will go retrograde on the 13th, then return to Sagittarius again, where it will remain until mid-January 2024. This brings an opportunity for reevaluations and some kind of corrections to something already existing. Certain changes in plans will bring success in our lives, will open new horizons and opportunities for us. Venus also changes its sign at the beginning of the month, and on the 4th of December enters the deep water sign of Scorpio. It will transit here until the end of the year, December 29th. In the 8th zodiac sign, the gentlest planet will support all transformations and changes in our lives. They may be in the sphere of love or money. Fateful partnerships are not excluded, including important life-changing business or work ventures. On December 6th, Neptune, the planet of the invisible world, turns its course and becomes direct. It is very important to realize that this is an indicator of absolute stationarity, and it will be completely stationary until at least the middle of the month. This fixes certain events in the life of each of us, mostly showing us the areas where there is possibly something hidden and unclear, or we have fallen into some kind of delusion and excessive expectations, based on our imagination and fantasy. In its high manifestation, Neptune will make us highly sensitive, intuitive, and very creative in everything we do. It will open the doors to spiritual, divine and higher love. On the 11th we observe the powerful last crescent moon in Scorpio. It is important to note that this is a very inner process, as well as a time for parting or ending something in our lives. An interesting fact is that this last crescent in Scorpio also happened in November, followed by a new moon there. It is possible that what happened in the middle of last month will be repeated in some form now, as well as deepened or rewarded. On December 13th follows the new moon in Sagittarius, activating the theme of luck, good confluence of circumstances, and new horizons ahead. An optimistic new moon, awakening faith in us, illuminating our lives. It will be in absolutely exact aspects to the two lunar nodes, as it is against the backdrop of Mercury's stationary retrograde. This is a signifier of strong destiny and the karmic nature of what is happening. And it also makes us more profound, philosophical and spiritual. It is possible for something from our past to come back into our lives now, in an entirely new form, welcoming our forward development. The first crescent moon is in Capricorn on the evening of the 14th. This sign gives us the incentive to win, for long-term endeavors, to give our best and achieve true success and fulfillment in our lives. On the 22nd we observe an extremely powerful configuration, an exact conjunction of the Sun with Mercury, at the moment of its ingress into the sign of Capricorn, which is the moment of the winter solstice. This is an extremely powerful process, again serving as a charge for success. If you need to start new ventures in Mercury retrograde, now is the time. In the heart of the winter solstice, on the longest night of the year, the promise of the spark of a new beginning in our lives is born. The conjunction of the Sun and Mercury is also in a strong connection with Saturn. For those who are ready to achieve something stable and long-term in their lives, it will be given. It is good to be humble, patient, wise, sufficiently disciplined and diligent in our actions. Next comes the full moon on December 27th in the sign of Cancer, which is also a wonderful aspect to Jupiter, the planet of great opportunities. We can expect some really good results, both from the last month and from the whole past year. Jupiter is quite active as an influence in the period. On the 31st, it turns direct, which means that for a minimum of 1 week before and after from this day we will observe it stationary, giving great opportunities in the lives of each of us, and welcoming happiness and support from higher forces to our affairs. We ending the month with the transit of Venus into the sign of Sagittarius, where the tendency of good confluence of circumstances, good outcomes and luck in our affairs, is even stronger. It will stay here until January 23rd. This position of its is highly social and opens our doors to others. It's time to show off, advertise, improve and strengthen all relationships. Love and high spirits will be in the air throughout its stay in the 9th sign, hosted by Jupiter, the planet of great happiness. And last but not least, at the end of the year, the beginning of the next, Mercury becomes stationary direct. With this it puts on certain events and results from the past period, in which it was retrograde. We begin the new year 2024 with a powerful sunrise on the closest planet to the Sun as morning star. On January 1st, Mercury will be visible and will delight us almost throughout the first month of the new year, until January 23rd. Its visibility will make us even more social, seeking communication and connection with others. All kinds of travel and a successful exchange of information and ideas with the world around us are possible. Mercury's visibility brings visibility to our minds too. I wish you a successful, productive and highly materializing 2024. May love and happiness illuminate the hearts of each of us. Be healthy and make your dreams come true. I love you.